Welcome to the live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, a trading coach who will be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion about live trade, fundamental and technical aspect of trading. So weekend, some areas has public holidays. So I hope that you guys are ready for another massive trading day. So because Friday is very volatile, as you can see, some of the instrument was moving in a sideways, some of them trending. If we look at gold here, we saw that it was in a sideways, but slowly it is preparing for a breakout. Now I was expecting for gold to had a breakdown initially and then to have a breakout. So we will look at where is the next opportunity to find. As you know that we do open quite a few live trades as well, so I'll recommend you to watch till the end to see any trade coming along the way. Then we will be opening, and also let me know using the live chat what's your bias on gold. What I think that gold might be bouncing up that level, as this is the weekend. Let's quickly look at the weekly time frame, starting with weekly, to see where gold is heading. Now this is the weekly market structure. Now weekly price action is very important because this is where we can find a bigger picture in the market. Now from the weekly, it is a very clean bullish price action. Now if you look at the bull flag here, which is very what I can say that nicely organized, this bull flag. Now this bull flag had an initial breakdown, gathered liquidity, and then had a breakout. So this impulse is huge, taking Fibonacci from low to the high. We see that gold currently just been rejected from 38.2% Fibonacci level. Now this Fibonacci is the minimum Fibonacci is quite important. When you see a market is rejecting from minimum Fibonacci level along with other confluences, it's a sign of strong momentum in the trend. So we see that gold currently is in a very strong uptrend. So what is going up is likely to go up. That's the law of trading. Now if you are thinking of selling gold, then I'll recommend you to think second time, because this market is currently strongly bullish. Now let's jump on to the monthly event to see further picture. Now if you have seen my weekly forex forecast or the old analysis, this is what I was telling, that gold is strongly bullish. You can see that there is a higher low has been created on the monthly, a very strong bullish engulfer followed by a monthly candle that has initially dropped, and we saw the price now bouncing off that level, which is potentially a bullish market structure. Now looking at daily, what we see that from the daily perspective here is there is a daily narrower candle, there is a long wick at the top, and the market from this level is now going up for in the direction of the trend. But there is a news coming up later today. I'm waiting for gold to drop to this support level, gather enough fuel for potential move to the upside. So let's look at the 1 hour chart, where we see a consolidation pattern. Multiple times the price has got rejected. Now this is where we can see that in this area, this is where the market was creating series of higher low. For me, I want to see a daily level is broken. Is for me very important. You have to be non-negotiable when you are trading. That's the one of the virtue of a trader, is to be non-negotiable. Sometimes it helps, because being non-negotiable, especially in trading, you always stay ahead of the game. Keep in mind, guys, this is where We'll be also discussing more on that, because it's a kind of buying and selling, and where you can find real opportunity in the market. So let's see, this is where I'm non-negotiable with this one here. Okay, this is the support. Let the market come back down here, and then we'll be jumping on a trade. If you like that, make sure that you like this stream, guys. Like is going slowly. Let's make it a bit faster. Did you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet? We discuss a lot of stuff in this live session, including live trade, live analysis, and also let me know using the live chat what instrument you are looking at currently, to see if we are on the same page. Let me see the live. Shit, coach, gold not having that liquidity dip. Okay, so team, this is what it is. The gold, I'm expecting it to come down for the liquidity. If it is not coming down, that's fine. We can take it along the way whenever we'll see that price has given. But for me, I need to see that the market has given us an entry that I can take for either with a very high probability or with a very high risk to reward. Gold analysis, yep. Gold update. Good morning, good evening, thank you. So good afternoon to you. Any idea on silver and Aussie yen? We will be discussing on that. So I'm looking. Thank you, Jar. Hello, coach. I think gold is staying bullish. Yep. Yeah, this is what I think so. Very good analysis indeed. Thank you very much. Awesome. Thank you. So let's now hear what we see. It's going up, but I know that probably many of you are thinking to sell. I always focus on finding a market that is bullish but in a breakdown. So we'll be discussing on that, how you can find those markets. It is in the beginning, especially beginning stage of trading, or where traders is not profitable, there is a tendency to sell from the top. And if you are in that journey that you are thinking to sell from the top, or do you face in a situation that it feels like that whenever you open a trade, just the trade goes the other way around, isn't it? It happened to you. It happened to me many times. There was a time when I started to think that, okay, maybe broker is doing something to me whenever I am opening a trade, just going the other way around, until I realized that actually I am trading against the trend. Does this happen? How many of you experience that maybe something laying out on the back end, why whenever you are opening a trade, just going the other way around? Does this happen? I want to see anyone responding that it's happening. Hello, coach. Gbpusd, thank you so much for giving us the right information. Absolutely, Pamela, this is my job, is to give the right information. This is how we gather this community, this trading community. We help each other, because at the end, this is the universal truth, is that what you want to gain, you need to let other gain the same. So this is what I do. See, when people become in a situation when they can create any life they want to create, when they realize this ultimate truth, okay, this is an ultimate absolute truth, is that anything you want to have, you need to help other to get. There is no other way, such as not only money, it can be relationship. Let's say you want love, or attention, then you need to give it to others. Very simple. So this is what we do in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. We help traders to make money so that we can make money. Very simple. It's very black and white. Because we are trading, I'm trading for money, right? Because I need to make money. And this is in fact a very, there was a time when I struggled a lot in my journey of trading, because I had to find a way to gain the financial freedom so that I can quit my 9 to 5 that I didn't like. And I'd give a lot of trial. I tried to quit and then has come back and then start to feel that fear and going back to job again and then losing money in trading, and then realize that okay, this is how I have to do. So this is what we do here, helping traders, and you guys also helping a lot to the channel, and I appreciate your support to the channel for every bit of liking and subscribing to the channel. And this is here I am always to trade together, guys. Thank you for supporting, and let me know which one you are looking at. Okay, thank you. Absolutely. So we see that here on gold, what we see in that area, we see there is a long wick candles, couple ups, and in that long wick candles, what we see the market, this is a very we have seen that consolidation in that area, triangular pattern and consolidation, and with that triangle and consolidation we saw this breakout. What we need here is for the price to drop back below the daily support. Now what if it doesn't drop? No problem, with the news coming up we will be able to see how the market is evolving, and I think that we could see that drop. But if it isn't, no problem, we'll see the price action confirmation for potential move, and then we can look for that entry opportunity as soon as we will find that. So gold, we set our zone to find entry. All right, now looking at GBP JPY, we have had this massive trade that was in fact a huge, and I am sure that many of you were on that trade. This set for 5 times. It has gone to exactly to the initial TP, but we have closed it here at 4.5%, which is 260 pip around. And let me know, guys, have you got that GJ trade closed out with profit? Yeah, that's the stage. I mean, yeah, I felt that way. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, almost all of the time until now I hear what you teach. Yeah, hi coach, how to take first profit. Yeah, okay, we'll be discussing that. UD and ZD, yes, when trade goes in not my favor, I think broker makes something, but yeah, that happened. Yeah, this is what this is the experience that we are sharing here, and absolutely I was on that. Try doing forward testing with logic behind. Yeah, Usdjpy. Could you please check USD CAD, GBP USD? What's your analysis? Monthly, weekly? Yes, we will be looking at that. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. That why does this happen? That whenever we take a trade, it's going the other way. Now it doesn't go with us, right? The reason is we trade, especially majority of the trader trade against the trend, right? Very simple. Now how do you avoid trading against the trend? The way you can trade against the trend is by understanding market structure and wait for the price to give you that entry. Give me 1 minute guys, pay attention. I'll explain it very clearly. It will be much easier. That's how you can avoid trading against the trend. See, they said that buy from higher high, sell from lower low. That is also for me not right. I don't buy from higher high, neither sell from lower low. I don't sell from top or neither buy from bottom. So where do I buy and sell? You see, this is a fundamental pathway of the market. So you'll see the market will do that. Now this is a change of trend, right? So this is how the market changes trend. Now, not exactly that way, but when a market creates series of lower high, which is a downtrend, and when this market changing its trend, it will consolidate or create a double bottom or create an inverted head and shoulder, any kind of structure, or it will drastically drop, drastically go up, consolidate, and then move up. So that's how the market changes trend. Somehow, once you identify the change of trend, you can identify a neckline, which is the order block or the smart money zone. And in that zone, what you need to do, wait for a retest. It might not come that far. It might leave a fair value gap. And then from that level, what you need is for the price, wait for a breakout again, confirming a change of trend. So now it is in an uptrend. This is where we will be thinking of buying. And according to JC Livermore, you can see on my background, this is his book, one of his. I've read quite a few, you can read that too. So he said that buy the market which is fully bullish, sell the market which is fully bearish. So how do you identify fully bullish market? Is when you see this breakout, that is where it is now fully bullish. Now in that fully bullish market, see that the market does like this, right? This is the big boys trading strategy you're talking about. So when you see that like that, this is a good boy market that I say, and I don't buy on a good boy market because this is where everything going according to the rules. But the way, I look for entry when the market breaks its rules. That means that wait for a breakdown. Okay, that is where the entry. You see, this is the swing low. Okay, this is the swing low. Let them completely break down and let the impatient trader or inexperienced trader to think that this is a breakdown and the market changes its trend. In fact, Rome is not built in one day. Trend is not also built in one day. It's not gonna end in one day. So this breakdown from this swing low is liquidity grab, and that is where my entry point. Now there are some more to it, that this is not all about. I wait for how this impulse has hit that level, a point, how the multi-time frame is reacting to that, what kind of price action I want to see. And now these things is not, I cannot tell you in just 5 minutes because you are in a live trading session, but I'm teaching now currently on Zoom, giving step-by-step guidance. And also next week I'll be distributing some cheat sheet as well, so that you guys who are trading can understand what kind of impulse you should look for this kind of movement to catch. And that's how we caught that GBP trade that you have seen, that massive trade, this one from this level. And you want to take some more trade like that, like the one that USD CNHS also you have opened one. And this is the best way to trade that I found for bigger profit target for a high probability trade setup. And if you guys enjoyed this, make sure that you like this stream, subscribe to the channel, and to access more on that, all the strategies that I'm trading. Also, you can learn more on those kind of strategies that I'm teaching. Today is the last moment to join us to access all the trade that I'm opening, all the strategy that I'm trading, and also be part of the VIP chat group for the rest of your life. For the last moment, you can take that opportunity. I have only few spots left, which is ending very soon, so I can share with you that coupon. Probably tomorrow you will not be able to access anymore, so you can use that coupon, visit the website, and then join us to be part of this trading community. Let me give you that coupon correct way. So I think that you should see that way. So the coupon is this one, and you can let me know if you have any question or use the live chat on the website. I will be able to help you if you have any question regarding anything. So now let's look at here on GJ, where we see now GJ, as I mentioned, looking at the monthly. Now you guys have seen that how this worked out. Now from the monthly, this market, as I mentioned before, it's a long-term bullish market. From multi-time frame, it is bouncing up, and if we look at the weekly, after gathering liquidity from this level, we see that GJ had a bounce. Now with that bounce, currently the price in the resistance level. Now looking at the daily, what do we see that here after gathering liquidity, there is a big bounce on GJ, and what we can expect on GBPJPY to move up to create a new higher high. So for me, as we have closed this trade, I will be waiting for another high probability setup. Now as I mentioned, when the market trend nicely, I don't trade, okay, because I need to see that breakdown, that breakout from the structure, so that I can enter. All right guys, so I hope that you are getting my points. Let me know if you still have any question, and also let me know how are you doing. Got GJ on stream with you, 230 pip. Aman, absolutely great job. Yeah, so you hold it with us. They're very good. Just close 20 Lord GJ. Okay, very good. So this is what I want, guys. Get full advantage of this live session, but make sure that you are not risking too much, okay, and always do the risk management. All right, so risk management is the key. So by doing the risk management, you can check some of the psychological mistakes that may happen in trading, such as greed and fear. These are two major emotions that governs our trading. Okay, you might have heard that, okay, use something or rule-based strategy to eliminate emotion. No, you can't eliminate emotion from trading. In fact, we trade for emotion, right? We want to experience happiness from trading. So I believe that it is futile to look for removing emotion, but to embrace it and then to become resilient to it by doing the right practice over and over again, and you can do that. And many of you are holding those trades for bigger profit, such as 230 pip. Definitely you are doing well, and keep doing that. Let me know how many of you still have closed that with bigger profit. open. I closed halfway because I got nervous. That's fine, that's okay. You know, it's very common. Sometimes is fearful like this breaks as their eye on my account to make sure that I lose. Okay, so yeah, look, emotion is energy in motion. But let me, yeah, see, if you really master that trading psychology, if you really want to be, you know, consistently profitable trader, then there's no alternative but mastering the trading psychology. Now, to master the trading psychology, one must know how to master the emotion in trading especially. And how do you master that? See, let's go, you know, I love to do anything from a very fundamental perspective rather than just giving, you know, a surface level solution that everyone tells, because I am deep thinker, always curious from, you know, that's why as a trader I didn't quit, and I'm doing very well with all of you guys because of the curiosity that I have. So now if you look at from fundamental perspective in emotion, what do you see is that, like, where does the emotion come from? Let's go to the very fundamental. Now this is our brain. Okay, if we divide them, there's a frontal lobe, which is newer brain, let's say 40,000 years, this might say something like that. So that newer brain, other than we have an amygdala. Okay, now this is a midbrain, right? Now this midbrain is emotional brain, and that brain cannot understand anything. It just generates emotion. It's a generator of emotion. All the emotion comes from the midbrain, and 98% of our action comes from those emotions. Though we rationalize it as reasonable, logical, but 98% of that comes from that emotion. And where does the emotion come from? So there is a linking. If you know, as a human being, we think, right? So thinking trigger emotion, that is sometimes called as feeling. So the same thing. So thinking triggered that emotion, and that emotion triggers action. So now what kind of emotion is generating will determine what kind of action we are taking in trading. The same thing. So now how do you, so when it triggers that emotion of fear, okay, then what happened? The brain has a different kind of state, such as a state of relaxation where creativity comes in play, immune system becomes stronger, and there is a state of fear. Okay, and when there is a fear, the brain switch to fight and flight response, which is very detrimental for health and well-being. So when that fear triggers, the brain switch to fight and flight response, and all the actions comes from that place is just to for survival, which is only for survival. So then that is why traders make a lot of mistakes, and including myself, I did, because you see that some of you have closed that trade on the halfway, right? Is because of that. You know what? That fear of losing what you already have gained. That is the fear that brain is generating. Why does this happen? Because in the past we have lost. So when a trader goes through the loss, that brains register it as a fear. And now how do you combat that? Now this is the situation. How do you overcome that fear of, that emotion? The best way is, okay, now let me bring another analogy that will clarify you how you can do that. Imagine that a little small baby, okay, was trying to learn to walk, and they're trying to learn to walk and suddenly fall down. So what's your response to the baby? It's okay, try again and you will be fine. And then the baby try will again, and then will fall down again. So what your advice will be? Okay, don't walk anymore. It's so annoying, you are just falling down. Don't walk anymore, just crawl it. Will you say that? No. And that's the same answer to the brain. Give yourself some time. It's called the exposure therapy. You need to expose yourself to the thing that you are fearing so that it becomes resilient to you, so the brain will not register it anymore. So it doesn't mean that you're gonna make 10 lot buy and then just let it run so that you feel that fear just to make sure that your brain is getting it. No. What you need to do is just allow some more time, and then just give yourself some time. Try to do the risk management. Over time you're gonna make it. And this is the hardest part, because before that trader quit. So don't quit. Quitter never wins, winner never quit. Stay connected to some of the communities, such as in our community. That's how you can speed up your learning and experience as a trader. Okay guys, so this is how we can do more and more. And now looking at GJ, if we look at GJ, what we see that here the market is almost under resistance, but the way it has made that move, we can expect for GJ to come down to break any of the swing low, and then we'll look for buying opportunity. Okay guys, so let me see on gold as well. Yeah, we see some kind of movement, and then we will be looking to enter as soon as we will find it. Did you close USD? No, I didn't close USD CNHS, which is running in profit. USD CNHS. I'm still on the trade. I rarely close trade, because when I open especially the swing trades. The scalping trade is different, but the swing trades and day trades, I try to keep them running for bigger profit target. So let the trade to get mature and to move in the direction. Coach, what is liquidity? Why it is called the fuel for the market? Kumar Rahul, yeah, we'll be discussing that. Yeah, so liquidity is a very important point, and we'll be looking at that. Thank you. Liquidity means, okay, how do you identify liquidity zone? Sachin, very good question. We'll be discussing on that. Good work. Okay, thanks. God answer. Dollar yen, yeah, welcome. there's something you want to see before trading, or what's you those things that yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Before opening any position, I do want to see specific price action and candlestick pattern. Look, coach, from your view, do you think that GJ is going to continue further upside? GJ, yes, I think so. But at the moment, we are out of the trade on GJ, and I want to see pullback. So GBP JPY currently, at the top. If you look at the weekly, it's almost here. There's a big liquidity grab, had a bounce. Now, for me, it's gonna move a lot. Monthly, we could see that GJ heading there, but it doesn't mean that now you're gonna buy and it's gonna go up. It might come down for a deeper pullback, and that is where I will be entering again, because I love trading with the trend. So I want to see that, because it's weekend, we could see a local breakdown. So this is what I will be waiting, any of these swing lows. So there is one here, there's one here, okay, all of that swing low, there's one here. So I will be waiting for the price to come down for a local breakdown, and then we'll look for going long on GJ. Okay, so this is what I will be doing, waiting for a swing low to be broken, and then we can look for that entry. How can I pass prop challenge? By doing the risk management, trading using the proper trading strategy. That's how you can pass. Okay. Now, let me see what we have on dollar yen. Here we see that from dollar yen perspective, if you look at dollar yen, first of all, let's look at the monthly. Now dollar yen is a long-term bullish market. Now I'm looking at the multi-time frame approach on dollar yen. We can see that this is the long-term bullish market with this big impulse, correction, impulse, correction. The price was creating series of higher high and higher low, which is a long-term bull market. And with that long-term bullish market, what happened is the dollar yen so far has come down for deeper drop, has broken the monthly low, and then we saw the dollar yen had a bounce. Looking at the weekly, this is a very sharp rejection, but at the same time we see the dollar yen had a rejection from the top also. So from the weekly, we could see that dollar yen is closing as a long wick doji. If that's the case, what I think that with the new market opening, we might see a bounce. That means again break of the weekly high, and then we could see again another fall back on dollar yen. So if I draw this level, what I think the dollar yen gonna move up further this week or next week, and it might break the high, and then we could see the dollar yen again bouncing back. So here there is a probability for dollar yen to form a long wick candle, and then we could see the dollar yen again coming down here. So looking at the intraday perspective, here is we see the dollar yen, this is the level that we will be waiting for entry. After we see the price has broken that, and then we can expect for potential drop. Here is still maintaining a bullish market structure. It could push up further to create a new higher high, but I will be waiting for dollar yen to give me potential entry, then we can look for that entry. So depending on how the price is doing, but if it form long wick candle here, and in that zone, if we see the dollar yen has gathered enough liquidity, then we can look for that potential selling on dollar yen or buying based on how the price is doing, because at the end this is a long-term bull market, and I think that we could see break of the weekly high and then drop from that level. For gold, can we sell retracement before we buy the support? Okay, so you wanna sell the retracement. Why do you want to sell the retracement? Because selling the retracement is basically you are trading against the trend. Patience is also very important. I know that sometimes it happens, we want to do it faster, we want to take more trades, selling the retracement, buying the pullback, selling, and then how do you know exactly that it's a retracement? You see, this is what you need to think of. You might say, okay, I'm gonna sell the retracement just to see that it's actually continuation of the trend. So trading is not certainty, it's all about probability. This is also a very, very important point to understand, is that how do you identify the probability and certainty? Okay, we'll be discussing on that. We saw GJ has managed to break 188.02 and it is moving up towards its long-term direction. Okay, so GBPJPY, we see that very strongly bullish. Let me quickly look at majority of the pairs to see how they are doing. I'm just looking at a raw overall picture. So GBP USD also doing the same thing. So JPY looks very good at the moment. I think that next week also JPY will be very good. This week we saw that JPY was very good, even better than USD pairs, did very well. WTI also, I think that it's gonna also preparing for potential bounce. So you're gonna sell, we have come back to gold. Just looking at to see if there is an opportunity here. Okay, so this is what we discussed in the beginning, that gold might be breaking down to this level, which is the daily support, and you could see that gold dropping down to that level, and from that zone we can expect gold to have a bounce. Okay, so guys, we see that rejection on gold. So you see that very sharp drop, which is what could be the reason. There is a news coming up. The later today there is a news, but it's too early, isn't it? We see that a drop on gold. So 1:45 a.m. from my time is quite later. So you see flash manufacturing PMI and flash service PMI. Just looking at the 4-hour time frame. So here is the local breakdown on gold that might bring gold to very low. Especially if it is coming to the daily support, that will be very good opportunity for us, and I think that it's gonna might drop back to that level. Okay, we see some kind of rejection from this level, and you see that there is a big rejection here. So you want to see that the market has been able to break the low and then moving up again for bigger profit, like bigger bounce up. So at the moment from the 4-hour we see the prices come down to the support level, and this is the 1 hour candle, which in turn big rejection. What's your opinion? Do you think that gold is going to bounce off that level, or gold is dropping further? I think that, for me, I want to see that it has been managed to break this level completely, this trend line, and then we can look for that entry. Thank you, you're welcome. But if support is like 30-50 pp away, can't we look for sell on retracement? So in the last moment we saw a reaction from this level. Okay, so after breaking that low from the support, it is moving another, and it creating another bounce. Okay, so I see that there isn't we initially you could enter here, but I normally wait for a breakdown, so which might be coming later, and then once we see that, we can look for. So like the GBP USD also heading to the upside with a massive move. So I was looking at JPY pairs, CAD JPY and CHF JPY also showing significant bullish move. Euro dollar had a bounce. Okay, so I will be doing a full analysis now on euro dollar, and then we will be looking at again on gold and GBP JPY. So looking at gold here, euro dollar, looking at daily, what do you see that from the daily euro dollar, it is a bull market. Now in this bullish market, what we have seen that euro dollar started to move. So if you look at this price action on euro dollar from the monthly, euro dollar is a long-term bullish market. So it is a long-term bull market, and if you look at this here, Okay, so what do you see in that zone? This is a bullish channel on euro dollar. Now looking at monthly will give you a clear direction in the market, removing all the noise from the lower time frame, because monthly is a higher time frame. If you look at monthly, weekly, always it is a good idea to look at the bigger picture so that you can see the overall direction in the market. Now from the monthly, we saw that gold after this long wick candle has made this significant drop, followed by from this level we saw that there is a bounce to the upside. Looking at the weekly here on gold, we can see that there is a bullish engulfer followed by a narrow candle, and we saw another bullish candle. Now this is the weekly doji is forming from the weekly, and at the same time what we see that in that area on gold is, pardon me, euro dollar, telling gold because we looked at a lot on gold. So euro dollar is that move correction. At this point, this is a very crucial point because we could see further drop on euro dollar or going back up. Which one we can expect based on the current market structure? This is what we need to look at. Now for me, what I think that next week we might see deeper pullback, because this level that I have drawn, which is 1.09457, is where there is a pin bar, and this pin bar also a very strong liquidity candle. Because the market has triggered that liquidity, we could see either deeper pullback to this level, or we might see another doji formation from the weekly. So that means that euro dollar, let's see on the daily what we can expect. For me, potential drop on euro dollar on the lower time frame to this level. You can see today's daily candle as the news coming, we might see a little movement either to the upside or downside, but for me less chance that euro dollar will be able to break high. Instead, we could see a drop in this zone where there is a 20 EMA or above this level, and then we could see euro dollar again going to the upside. This is what always I mention, that when you see a market is trending, I wait for the trend to break down. Now this is a bull market, we'll wait for a local breakdown and then looking for buying. Like the gold that we did, we saw that there was a local breakdown and then we bought. So this is how the best way that I trade. I'm sure that many of you are doing the same way. For those who are learning the strategy in our academy, also now I see that trading exactly in the same way, so which is very, very effective way, because when you look at a market overextended in one direction, this is where the bigger trade comes in play. And this is not only mine, this is how the big boys, banks, hedge funds trades, because where there is a liquidity, there is a high volume. All right, and the liquidity normally always below the swing low in an uptrend and above the swing high in a downtrend. And when there is a liquidity triggers enough, the market takes its another move. Guys, did you enjoy the analysis and this live session? If you are enjoying, make sure that you smash the like button. I see that only still didn't reach 100 likes. Let's make it to the 100, and also let's make the subscription to, in the next 5 minutes, let's make it to 20 more. Do it, guys, and you'll see that there's a lot of content that I'm posting will be on your homepage. Some of the content maybe from past year, probably you haven't seen that. Based on your interest, YouTube will suggest it you once you subscribe to the channel. So just pressing that will help you to get more and more from this channel. Thank you for your support, and let's move on with that. Now euro dollar, here we see that for me it may not be able to break high. Instead we could see that drop, and this drop might be with the news coming up or in the next week, so we will look for that to see. Now from the intraday perspective, from lower time frame, we see that euro dollar is consolidating here, but here is a bullish price action, guys. This is what I tell you, that always looking the multi-time frame approach. So from the daily, slowly the trend is getting exhausted, but from the monthly, from the 4-hour, we see that this market slowly is still maintaining bullish, and I think that any time we could see that a local breakdown on euro dollar. And after getting, after this local breakdown, then we can look for that entry on euro dollar. But if support like 30-50 pips away, can't we look sell on retracement? No, we can't look to sell on retracement. Very good question. Because of that reason, I'll tell you, if support is 30-50 pip away, we can't sell on retracement as well. I'll tell you why I don't sell. Now if you wish, you can, but the risk, I'll tell you what it is. Why don't I sell even in a retracement? Yeah, you can sell in a retracement if it is a monthly retracement. Let's say a monthly retracement is on the 4-hour, maybe even on the daily, is a trend. In that case you can. But the same time frame that you are trading, no, I don't sell on a retracement, and I'll explain why. Morning, can you please explain, boss, how do you think about trade positive swap? Your guidance is needed. How can I make an entry? What do you mean by how can I make an entry on MT5 like with pink and green boxes? I didn't understand what you mean by that. Just press buy, sell. Your guidance, okay. Short. Victor, I see that you are very dedicated. Okay, euro dollar. Welcome. You fall asleep for 20 minutes and then you miss something. You missed something. You didn't miss any trade, but you missed some kind of information, but that's fine. You can still review. Okay, now here we see that gold after this 1-hour close, which is trying to drop for a deeper liquidity gap in that area. Okay, so here you can see after this the market formed quite a few long wick candles in that area, and this is a smooth level. Okay, so here from 1 hour we could see that this market, this is a very important level of support. From the daily as well, let me draw that level of support here as well from the daily opening and closing, which is very crucial to see the market. If they are managed to retest, you can look for that entry. This is in a very narrow zone at the moment. Have to be a little bit of patient and you know okay, so you can see here the price is consolidating in that area, so which is basically potentially still bullish, but there is a big void here in this is the 15-minute chart on gold, and that void needs to fill for me to go long. There are a couple of levels that you can see here we can look at, and those levels are quite significant. So GBP just moving up and up, it's pushing high and high, which is going up to create a new higher high. So from the weekly, it's almost hitting that weekly resistance level. And USD CNHs also slowly preparing for an upside bias. So USD CNHs trade also that we have opened in our VIP group. Also, you guys also probably have opened from the YouTube live. Let me know, guys, if you anyone on that USD CNHs trade. Okay, so very good question. Why don't I sell on retracement? Let me tell you why don't I sell the retracement, guys. This is a real information. I really want you to pay attention now, because this is where traders caught up, you know, trying to sell on retracement. But why I don't sell on retracement? The reason, if you look at, see, there is a trend within trend. All right, trend within trend understanding is very important. When we draw like that, okay, this is an trending market, right? Now in the trending market, there's more trend in it. It's like an infinite fractal that you can consider. Imagine that, you know, there is a, if you know, the Fibonacci series like this. Okay, now you're gonna keep going deep and deep, and there is no end to it. It's called infinite. All right, so like the universe is like an infinite. Okay, there is no end and beginning to it. So trend is like there is a trend within the trend. So if you look at this impulse correction, that is the retracement, there is another impulse retracement, but we do see it as a straight line. But if you scale down, then you will find another trend inside that retracement, right? Now if you scale down further, in that retracement there is another trend, like it's just going up infinite way. That's what I was, if you look at, let's say if you are looking at this time frame, right, this is the 4 hour where it has made an impulse, 4 hour pullback. Now if you go to the 5 minutes time frame, in this pullback, though you can see a straight pullback, you see that in the 5 minutes there is another trend. Okay, and when you sell the pullback, this trend is very choppy. It may not have a very visible good impulse that you can trade, right? Firstly. Secondly, if you are selling on a pullback, on retracement, you don't know how far it's gonna come. Anytime it's gonna move up with another impulse, will create a new higher high. So when you are trading with the trend, because we are human, we make error, like I make error, I don't know you guys making or no, I do make error. So if your entry has an error, but if you are trading with the trend, then ultimately you're gonna make it, right? Another point, the most important point here is bigger profit target, smaller risk that you can't take on a retracement. See that USD CNHS trade after the GJ, which is moving up currently, going up in profit in my zone, in my account, which is running in good profit at the moment. I'm almost nearly 0.4% profit on that, nearly 0.5% profit on that. So we have a 4% profit target on that. You can't take this kind of trade when you are selling the retracement. Okay guys, so hope that this makes sense. And I know that it happens, you might make mistake, still let it happen, because that's how you learn, from trial and error. But if you want to speed up your learning, you can do that. You still can join us today using that coupon, where you can see all the trade that I am opening. I do share all my trade, such as the GJ trade, USD CNHS trade, GBP USD trade, gold trade that we have taken so far this week. I've shared all of them. So if you are our member, you will be able to access all those trade with entry, stop loss and take profit, and you can learn the strategy that I am trading. So make sure that you check out the website, use that coupon for the last moment. It's gonna end tonight, so you can use that coupon. Let me share with you with that coupon so that you can use it in your lifetime access checkout. Any question, don't hesitate to ask the live agent. She will be able to help you with any inquiry that you have. So let's see now on if you look at that USD CNHS, which is, I'm expecting with the weekend to bounce up. Okay, once it will start to move up, it should be moving up. If it goes back up to the resistance, which is highly likely to happen, but at the same time it is possible also to drop to the stop loss. So make sure that everyone do the proper risk management when you are trading, because nothing is guaranteed in trading. It's all about probability. USD CAD is giving a breakout from the weekly time frame. We will be looking at that. GBP USD. Okay, so we'll look at that. USDC NHS. All right. Yes, coach. Or profit. Very good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so yeah, USDC NHS in profit. Let it move up. And in the meantime, let me see our some other pairs that currently. Okay, so Euro USD we have looked at. Euro USD, I think that it's gonna we might see that euro dollar, we could see this one coming down for, so it might make it as an head and shoulder, and then we could see that drop to this 20 EMA, and then we can expect it to bounce back like the gold has done, dropping to that level. This is my just opinion, guys. Don't just press the sell button. So what I said, especially in the beginning, it happens, when coach or anyone telling that the price will do certain way, tendency to take a big risk. I do trade based on risk management. You can see that USDC NHS also I have opened with 1% risk, and max I go for 2% in some situation, but majority of the time I trade only with 1% risk. So do that always. Risk management is the key. Okay, so if you can combine a very good trading psychology, strategy, risk management, make you profitable. Okay, keep in mind that a very strong strategy without risk management will make you losing. A very weaker strategy with a proper risk management plan, you still can stay break even. Okay, if even without very poor strategy, like with a very poor strategy, if you do the proper risk management, you're not gonna lose money over the long term if you have a good risk to reward ratio in your trading. Like I do 5 times, you can do 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, but anything is possible. Okay, so with that in mind, let me see here. Okay, so USDC NHS again, I think we are also right on the trade. I'm very confident for this move up, but if you look at the weekly close above this level, which I want to see that it has closed here at least halfway gone later today from the weekly, and then we can look for the next one to go up, unless big boys are still hungry for further liquidity. If in case it reverses back, then we might see it has come back here even, which less likely. So we are seeing that upside. This is real trading. Okay, guys, I don't now, there was a time when I did a lot of over trading, but it's very important that you understand when to trade, when not to. So looking at GBP USD, now I'll do a complete multi-time frame analysis. Guys, did you like this stream? Subscribe to the channel, press that bell notification so that you are not missing out anything. Any trade coming, definitely will be opening. We do open quite a few trades, live trade as well. So I'm pausing for 2 seconds, right? I'm disappearing for 2 seconds so that everyone have time to smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button. Awesome, I'm coming back. Thank you for supporting the channel. So GBP USD, we'll be looking at GBP USD at the moment to see how the market is doing. And before I go to that, I'll just take a break for drinking water. Coming back to you, and then we'll be looking at GBP USD and euro dollar. Yes, I'm back. Okay, guys, so all right, cool. Let's look at GBP USD to see how the market is doing. Now on GBP USD, looking at the monthly time frame, from the multi time frame, it is a bullish market. Now in this bull market, after back-to-back 4 months of drop, GBP USD had a bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, what we see that this is the monthly candle, and we can expect for the price to move up to create a new higher high on GBP USD. Now looking at the weekly, from the weekly time frame, we can see that there is a bullish engulfer followed by a gap opening and another bullish candle. Now this is where we see the GBP USD creating series of higher high and higher low, which is a typically bullish market structure. Now looking at daily, we see that the market is maintaining series of higher low in that area, which is also potentially bullish market structure. Now as we are expecting euro dollar to have a local drop, GU looks a bit stronger than euro dollar. So let's see if it is if the price is possible to break for deeper pullback. Now what we see that GBP USD in this area is for the price to, this is a bit stronger than euro dollar on GU this time. If you look at here, that day you saw that this drop in fact was pure liquidity grab, and from that zone you saw the market has went back again to the resistance, Now at the moment, what I think that with the, as this is weekend, we could see potential further liquidity grab, and then the market trend for long term remaining bullish, which is very likely to happen. But if you look at this weekly candle on GBP USD and on the euro dollar, very different. You see that the euro dollar candlestick is dodgy, GBP USD is very sharply bullish. So here we might see sideways movement, while euro dollar might be dropping down for deeper pullback. Okay, so depending on the price action confirmation, we will look for potential entry opportunity on GBP USD. So euro dollar, what you see here in that area, which is there is a local drop. So as we expected euro dollar to drop below this level, it has come to a very important, this below this level there is a high liquidity. So we might see that with this drop, okay, so with the, there is a big move down here on euro dollar. So at a running trade, I just need to close it. Okay, so here in that zone, what you see that in that zone here is a big long rejection on euro dollar, and with that long rejection, looking at the daily, it is coming to the daily support. Okay, so looking some of the instruments, so you see that a bit more strengthening on dollar and gold. What it did here is from that level there was a big bounce up. I think there's a potentially rejection on gold from this support level. So let's see how the price is reacting to that level, because it's almost the weekend. We could see either way the price is creating a reaction. So here is the 30 minutes candle. You can see big liquidity grab. maybe here. Okay, we see there is a very sharp breakout. And there is a big bounce up. This is the reflecting on euro dollar as well. So gold has just bounced up 2000 level. With the news, I'm expecting gold to retest this level. It is unusual to see that gold will be able to break the high like that. Though this 1 hour candle is a very strong bullish candle. So with USDC NHS. So how was happened to it DXY? Is dollar getting stronger or weaker or just neutral? We see that sudden strengthening on gold. Very sharp bounce. So we see a little bit of weakness on dollar. That has given a very strong strength on gold. Okay, so gold has bounced up 2000 level. Now this is what we was talking about, that gold is bullish, so we don't look for any kind of sell in this market. So before the weekend, we have seen that gold um, managed to go back up to the weekly resistance. So what we have seen, that if I delete all of them just to see, it is a sign of gold to break the weekly swing high to create a new higher high. And I think that because there is an imbalance in that area, I think that gold is likely to move up to create a new higher high to fill that imbalance in the market. Massive move up. So the moment we need to see, if it comes down for a deeper pullback, we can look for that entry. You see that GBP USD also bouncing. Euro dollar also had a bounce. So here is the euro dollar from 1 hour, has dropped and then has got back up. So we see weakness on dollar CAD, so USD CNHs, but it's still we see different picture on USD CNHs, which is good. USD CNH is still showing a strengthening, while we see that weakness on DXY, not that much. But dollar CAD, we see that big drop is probably strengthening on CAD, remaining the dollar strength same, but strengthening on CAD has given dollar CAD a downside move. But I think that that could make dollar CAD again to go back up, because if you look at this red candle, and from this zone we see the dollar CAD is coming down, which might give dollar CAD to drop back to this liquidity zone. If you look at this support on dollar CAD, we could see that dollar CAD is coming down to get the liquidity and then to bouncing off that level. So let me see before the candle close all the US, minor pairs as well, how they are doing. So getting very strength in very strong. CAD is getting very stronger. CHF JPY as usual getting stronger. So JPY is weaker now. Looking at Euro AUD. Euro AUD, I don't see any potential for drop. So instead we see weakness on. Okay, so in all the pairs, guys, I see that JPY looks very good. GBP JPY very stronger. GBP USD stronger. I'm just quickly going through all of them. USD CNHS not moving much, but we see that potentially upside. US oil might be bouncing off this level. So for me, US oil potentially we could see that after the weekly close, this instrument might be slowly changing the trend. If we see that, we'll be looking for entry. I think that US oil, at least we can expect a bounce to break the high. See, there's a very sharp rejection. Long wick candle might just move to the upside, this instrument. So in all of them we see very good move on gold. Let's keep eye on gold and JPY pairs. Okay, now it might give us a pattern to look at. Here what happened, back to back 2 weekless candle, big draw, big rejection from here has given us a huge momentum. So there is a middleman. There's a middleman on gold on the 15 minutes. So there is a potential for further upside. Okay, so this drop now is needed. could take that move, but this is a very risky from that zone after this consolidation. But at the moment what we need to see that it has come down again for a deeper pullback. You can see it's coming down, which is, and this is the weekend, so we might see a bit more different picture. Let me see what's happening on the 15 minutes time frame. If the price managed to drop back below this level, this is where high probability trade will come, which is possible to happen. Let's see how the price is reacting to this level. You see there is a weekly candle, which is in fact a very high liquidity zone. You might see that drop. If it drops below 1994, JPY is very crazy at the moment, including the CHF JPY, maintaining bullish market structure, while USD CNHS is where the 4-hour candle closing as a doji. For me, it is still potentially bullish market structure on USD CNHS, because after this move a doji is potentially a continuation pattern, so we'll keep that on. And let me bring that up. Okay, so we might see that if it is a reversal from here, okay, then very high chance that the gold might come down again below this level, guys. Patience is the key. If gold manage to break this low, that will be a big bet for us for potential buying. If it breaks the low, then it's gonna give us price action confirmation, then you can take a big trade from here, which may happen, which otherwise you will see any kind of bullish price action in that area. For me, I think that the way it is moving, we could see again it's coming down for a retest, and then we might see that ultimately the price is breaking out of that structure. So you'll eventually could see that gold is coming to that zone. Now GBP CAD. GBP is stronger. GBP CAD. This is also a bullish market, but this market at the moment, if you look at the daily candle, there is a bullish candle so far. Today the market couldn't make much movement. I think that after breaking any of this low, especially today's low, we could see that GBP CAD is bouncing off this level. So any kind of break from this structure will give an entry opportunity for GBP CAD, but because it's weekend, it is possible for a deeper pullback. But it's a bull market. Any kind of important level is broken can be considered for potential buying. Okay, so gold. The way I see gold price action, it is possible for gold to drop further, and you see there is a back-to-back 2-5 minutes weekless candle. The price has been bounced from that level. Very highly likely we could see gold ultimately coming down and then moving up again. So in the upcoming times, as it's weekend, we will still be patient for this trade. If anything coming along the way, definitely I will be opening. And with that said, as we are progressing at the end of the week, we have spent another great trading week with quite a few very high risk to reward winning trade. And I want to see that next week also we are passing in the same way, guys, with all of you. And as we are almost ending of the NFP sale, I'll recommend you guys to join today using that coupon that you can see, where you can see all the trade that I'm opening, and you can access all the strategy that I'm trading for the rest of your life. Use that coupon. I can share with you that coupon to use in the lifetime access before ending, so that you are not missing out anything that we are from this academy. And this place is ending today with that coupon, and until it is open, so you need to wait for that. You can use that coupon if you want to join today, and after that there will be some pause on member taking, as I am putting extra effort to make this trading academy profitable in all aspect, in all our trading tool as well as in all our trades. So we do open this week, we have opened 3-4 trades on the YouTube live as well. So next week coming up, another week with quite a few high impact news also, and also end of the month. End of the month is always very important. Now you can see gold is forming narrower candle here. I will wait for a drop and then I will be looking to go long. Also, I will be sending the same trade to the group as soon as I will be opening. And until that, guys, stay well, stay happy. I'm ending the session for today as it is weekend. You guys might have a plan. So let's see. I'll see you again tomorrow with very important lesson, as well as with weekly forex forecast, and also with some new trading ideas. Thank you for whole week staying with in this live session. I'm sure that you guys has taken away from this education as well as the trade. And always be patient, keep growing as a trader, and thank you. We'll see you soon.